Hello, in this video, let us find the inverse of a function x minus 1 divided by 2x plus 1. When we look for the inverse, that is two-step process that we usually follow. Step 1 is we switch the input with the output, and step 2 is we solve back for the y. And that would be the inverse. So let's go through these two steps and see what the inverse is for our function. Step 1, switching x and y. Well, f of x, g of x, h of x, they're just different names for the y. So originally our question is y equals x minus 1 divided by 2x plus 1. So step 1 would be replacing all the x's with the y's. And we get x is y minus 1, divided by 2y plus 1. That's the end of step 1. Step 2 is now we have to solve for the y. Now this is where it gets a little bit interesting because we have two y's, not one. So to solve something like this, one of the methods is to use cross multiplication. So if we have one fraction per side and they're equal to each other, then cross multiplying will still be a true statement. So that means if we multiply across, x times 2y plus 1 will be equal to 1 times y minus 1. Now we have to solve this for the y. And the first step to do is to undo all of the multiplication and simplify everything we can. So multiplying through by x, we're going to get 2xy plus 1x. On the other side, multiplying anything by 1 doesn't change it, so we get y minus 1. Now we have y's on two different sides, and to solve for the y, we have to have it on one side. So let's choose any side to move the y's to. So how about y's on the left side? That means we have to cancel this plus y by minusing it over. So if we take 2xy and we minus y from both sides, they will cancel. And now we have 2xy minus y plus x is equal to negative 1. If all the y's are on the left, then everything that doesn't have a y has to be on the right, which means we have to minus the x from both sides to cancel the x's. Now we have 2xy minus y is equal to negative 1 minus x. Since we have y in both of these terms, we can factor out the y, which gives us 2x minus 1 is negative 1 minus x. Finally, to cancel multiplication, we divide both sides by 2x minus 1, and that gives us y is negative 1 minus x divided by 2x minus 1. Finally, we write the final answer using the same name as we had before. So it was f of x. Now the inverse is going to be written as f to the negative 1 of x. All the inverses have the exponent of negative 1, and all the inverses have exponents of negative 1, and so our final answer would become f to the negative 1 of x is negative 1 minus x divided by 2x minus 1. And that's the final answer to finding the inverse. And that's it for this video. That's how to find the inverse if we have more than one y. And if you have any questions or comments, please let me know. And thank you for your time. Take care.